Yeah, good day. Welcome to Multinet Design, the continuation of my story design that I was doing, where I've sharing my experience concerning the design and how I made the client and so on and so forth. So, in the last episode, this is what we do. So, and into this, I'm going to continue to push on to the next level of how the whole idea is going to be gotten. So let me say, in the last episode, I didn't define the height of this wall. When you look at it, you're going to see unconnected 8 meter. So where the problem lies, let's go to 3D and see something that I want to see. So when you go to 3D and you find it like this, so this is not a normal standard for it, because when you are looking at the level, so the foundation level of 1, level 2, so this wall has already gone beyond that. So what will you do? Just click on this and say select all instance on this view. So you select everything since they become the uniform. So you align it to the height of this for now. So if any other adjustment you're going to do that later. So you click 3000 and everything come back to them. So you now go back to your 3D, floor plan. So let us quickly finish the whole arrangement of the floor before we move to the next level. So what do we do here? I'm going to reduce the size of this. I'm going to bring this one more further down, then reduce the size of this one to, let's say, 3500. That's what I want. So I'm going to drag it down a bit, so connect it together with this. So what you do now, we open space of this completely. So this goes here, while this go out. So you can use this to align this together. So you have the kitchen, a long kitchen of this instance at this level. So the room is a little bit wide, so you can check the size. So use the instead of center line, click on by face. So you set that to, you see this is 5 meter, which is very big. So it's your choice. You might leave it according to because the client told me that it's a fillet line, so I can use a space as I want. So I definitely give it a try by using this one as my correct aspect. So if yours is like it's too much big, you can just adjust it and reduce it to bring it down. But I don't do much better. So just like visibility, arrange the whole section for everyone to be used. So this is what I have for now. So I'm going to click this one. So here I'm going to have this. So what is this one for? I'm going to have a little bit closet here before you enter this. So I'm going to break this into 2. Okay, so drag it away from there, then bring it to this level, so you will be able to push it up. So you can leave it, that depends on you. So you create a working closet, depends on what you are designing for your clients here. So I'm going to leave it this way. So I've gotten this side in contact in perfect position. So but one thing I need to work on is this particular aspect. So check the so 3-4, it's a big issue. So I'm going to check this one because I wanted to share something. So this one is a little bit too high, too big for me, because since the battery is a longer one, so you don't need to have just long. So I'm going to reduce this one to 1400. So it's giving me the capacity for this one to take effect of more bigger space. So for that I've done now, I'm going to say click. So I'm dividing this room at this position. Okay, this room is going to be here. So since I have this in place, understand. So you have this in place. So you have this in place. What you need here is that I'm going to divide this one as well to 2. So I will close it here. So what is my witness? What is my one witness? Okay, 2 hits, which is not what I want. So but it doesn't matter, I have where to adjust everything so that we suit. Now let me check this one. So 387 So 38 is a little bit much for me. So introduce another witness to this space. So we have 900, which is accurately, I think that would be okay for my own idea. So but I'm going to change it back to say to 1200. So let them share that one. So this is 1 2, right? Okay, let me just say 1150. Okay, so now the balance. So I'm going to use this one as my own demonstration for that. So now I have to hit here with the space that comes from this area. So this is going to be a very reasonable part. So I'm going to give it a try to let it be. This is best space. So enter from somewhere here and do whatever you want to do. So what I do here is that this part, this particular room, I don't have any to access because like a boys quarter, that is what the, what will I call it now, the client's request for. So it's going to be like boys quarter. They are not entering from here, they are entering from outside. So whatever they do here is for their whole use. So by the time we get there, we're going to open spots. Let's just say I bring the door here. So the door is going to open from outside. It's not going to come in from inside. So understand, it's only this one. And the enter from inside. This is kitchen. I'm sorry. Yes, that is the kitchen for you. And so on and so forth. So you remove this one in space. So you take this one off in space. Then let's say click here. So I'm going to have it here. Then I'm having store at this level. So click here and see. So 1 2, just let's say 1500 and press enter. So this is dining now. I have my dining here, I have the kitchen here. So kitchen is very long, it's a very wide, big and long kitchen. So for the understand, so that is the aspect. Now the next thing I need to focus my attention on here, since this is going on, is the front side. So I need to focus on my front side while I grab this one. So this is going to be archway, the circulation area and everything. So why did they enter and what are those things that are taking place here? So I'm going to express that because that is the design. So I'm going to say this is the anteroom. Okay, so we have library, and from library I need to have a ramp that goes around the building. Depends on what I'm creating. So I'm going to reduce this one. Then this come on this bit. Okay, so now what I do now is that I'll focus my attention on this. So the next I pick and they say similar, and the similarity, there should be a visitor toilet at this point. Okay, and the same thing is being mirrored to the other side. Okay, so that's what we have. So I'm going to have a hack center here, and what is that for? It's just for the bar. So I'm going to say click on the middle. So just do like that. Then I will pick it up from here. Say move. You understand now? And I'll drop it here. So that's how I flow. So for that is the parts to which this place is going to stay. So I will remove this completely. So this one is going to, I will make sure that a little bit. So this part is going to be divided into two. Break down. And then you have this goes this way and this one come this way. So what will happen here is going to be bar assistance. So everything is going to be here. It's going to be bar for the use. So I'm going to bring this one and say create by splitting it. Okay. So I will split this one too. So then drag it up. and drag it down. So I have this one in place. Now one thing I want to do is that I want to make sure that all these double lines are completely solid black. So how do I do that? You can select this one by changing it from, but the best to choose is graphics. So what do is that you come to view. When you click on view, you see feasibility graphics. Just click on it. So from here you see feasibility, go to object style. So the object style, now you click on this and come to wall. So at the default wall, the material aspect is what you come to. Click on material aspect of wall. So then go to graphics. At the graphics, now you see cut pattern. Leave surface pattern alone. Cut pattern. So you change the cut pattern foreground. You change it to solid black. Then you come to background to change it to solid black. And you say okay. Then you click and everything is going to turn to total black. Can you see? So that gives your graphics a little bit more expression, so you'll be able to see clearly what you are creating and work on. So I have done with this one now. The demonstration of everything has been in place. So there's going to be door here. Go to architecture, select door. So search for door if it's not. So if you do not have one, you can upload from, I think I have a family that I need to upload from. So I'm going to say desktop. I think I save it somewhere in my direct desktop. So I'm going to say matrix. So this is my matrix library that I have here. So I'm going to say door. Where is the door? So I have layer of doors here to be used. So internal, external door. So I'm going to pick any that I choose to suit my design. So I'm going to choose this one. So you can imagine since 2019 I'm making use of this. So if you have interest, I've told you what to do. Just click become a member. I'm going to filter to you, or you can contact me direct for just a token to be paid, and everything is going to be good because I bought all these things with money. So now I will just like creating this, say interior. So I'm going to reduce this size to 120 and you say okay. So it's more easier. So now I use this same thing, pick similar and pick create similar, and I'm going to do it here. So all these ones have been fixed in place. So now what I need to do now to focus on the entrance and everything for the opening. So this is the store. So I'm going to have a seat here. So I have entrance. This is to the bathroom. So all those things are now getting defined. This is for the library. So I'm going to get this one for visitors toilet. So this one is going to be for toilet for anybody that is in the room that maybe you are pressed, you need to go out again. You'll be searching for what to do whatsoever you want to do. So I think with this introduction, this is coming from outside, it's going to be staying here. So that's how this aspect is being designed. And this place is going to be for general purpose, and the general purpose of this is that I'm going to use it for, how will I call it now? So just wait, there's things that I need to use this for. So what is the thing I use this for? I use this for a game, snooker area, and some other parts is for ramp. So we're going to do that in quick. So but this is going to be provided down. So how do I do that? I will create a little space of, just have it in this way, long parts to be precise. So I'm going to do that. By the time we are going to do the demonstration, you are going to see. So this is going to be a snooker arena. Good. So with this in mind, we are able to create and demonstrate how the whole area is. So what you need to do is that you need to now put in templates where the template is supposed to be and the whole area. So I have done with this one. So what I need to do is that select all distance in this place, select all distance here. Okay, say copy to clipboard. So when you look at it from the foundation, I've copied to clipboard. Something I want to do here, you see that the foundation is what is damping. So I'm going to fix that by going to the foundation here. See, this thing is showing under it, which is not supposed to do. So now I'm going to do that for you so that you are not going to be seeing what's here, anything here any longer. So how do you do that? So come to view range, view range. From the view range, from the left height of the when you reduce it, because it's not giving you what's supposed not to do. Look at the height. The height is minus 1000. So if you have that issue, sorry, what you just need to do is to reduce it. I'm going to reduce it to something like 700. Just cut it completely off the side. So I'm going to use this one to be 600 or something below, like 500. So with this now, you are not going to see any of these graphics parts again, so it disappear. So this is what you have copied on the clipboard. You need to paste it here and reduce the height. So you're going to say select, and now you say align to current view. So what is this saying? Save the project. Just save it for the use of what we are creating. So it's there. Now this is not finished because this height is not normal, because this is unconnected out of 3000. So you have to reduce it to mix up with what you have. So height of that one is 1000. You know you are still introducing slab of 200, so you have to type 800 so that you'll be able to be below the like so. Now that's what you have created. Now you click here and say select all instance in this view, and you delete all the dots. Select, sorry, there's a control Z. Say select all instance in this view, then press delete. So the same thing here that you don't need, them press delete. So as at this point, what you just need to do is to drag this to meet up with this one. So what you have when you go to 3D and you are seeing the whole, so this is the continuation of it. So just it done by shading, so you'll be able to see what we have created. So the last thing that we're going to do in this tutorial now is that go to level 1, and what you do there is that you click on architecture and you say floor. So use floor plan to do what you need to do. So here you don't need to draw one after the other. I always encourage you can use wall, pick wall to do whatever you want to do, and everything will be stable. So understand. So according to the wall, those things is going to be snapping for you. So but the only problem is that you need to understand where the wall orientated, so that some of them are going to be inside. It's supposed not to be like that. So but what you need is that you need to align them. Just align them to the external face. Then you trim everything that need to be trim them. Okay, I think you finish it like that. So but for this one that I have terrace, I'm going to extend it to this outside. So that's what we do. So the next thing is that we create this one boundary, and then we select this one. So at the end of everything, when I met with this man, he gathered the whole idea for me and put all this thing. He corrected us this drawing on so many occasions, like, but at the end of everything, he disappeared. I couldn't find him again till today. So I just look at it in my archive. I just look at it. Okay, instead of it to be lying down there since 2000 after COVID-19. So let me just bring it out for everyone to learn one or two things from the design. So design is make something, you can make sure that you learn one or two things from here. So this is what we have created. When you look at it back on 3D, so the whole thing is coming up on the gradual process. So when you look at this one on the start of the question, for example, you see that this is not up to the standard. So what do? You just increase the stuff by coming to this, change the property. You can duplicate, but don't duplicate yet because you still have the same category. So just increase it to 2000, and you say okay. So okay, so it's going to fix. So fix itself now, and everything is closed. So in the next tutorial, we're going to start with every other thing that we need to do, by putting them in place. So we are going to start. We start here. You are going to see the completion of this project. So thanks for seeing this at this level. In the next tutorial, we are going to complete by putting windows and every other thing that's needed at this level. So thanks for watching. God bless you.